everybody? Thank you for coming in for another episode of Sip Happens. I'm your host, T1. And so y'all, today we're gonna be talking about like a season that I'm in right now. So y'all know I never come to y'all trying to teach y'all nothing or trying to like put nothing on y'all or whatever, but just sharing my experiences with y'all. So basically, what's been going on with me? Because let's go ahead and get into that first. What's been new? So what's been going on with me? So I've been getting into my bag lately, doing my content, creating. I want to give a big shout out to any content creator, cause they do have jobs. That shit is hard, especially when you gotta do it by yourself. That shit is hard. That shit is not easy. It's very time consuming. For one video, it took me all day, but like I said, I'm learning skills as I go along. I'm enjoying my journey, and you know. I don't know. I feel like it's different now because I feel like I know what I want to do, and I'm not scared to do it. Like, that makes sense. But I don't know. It's an exciting experience. I can give it that. I can say it's a very exciting experience. Oh yeah, my bad, y'all. So we don't have a co-host today. It's just me and you. I hope that's okay. Like, I hope we gonna be good. Me and you type shit. But yeah, it's just us today, and that's fine. But let's go ahead and dive into what we're going to be talking about today. So, like I said, I've been going through like different seasons throughout my life all the time. And it's one thing that I can say, like with seasons always change. Nothing is never the same. So right now, like I said, I know I'm meant for something greater. I know we all had that feeling. Like, I know I cannot be the only one that had that feeling. Like, have y'all ever like felt like y'all was meant for something greater, or like you had a purpose that you just knew was something big? Y'all ever feel like that? Because I know I have. And it's hard knowing that you are meant for something greater and like still facing the challenges of life. Like still going through the same stuff or still going through the same challenges, the same things you already went through, or even more challenges, new challenges. Like it's hard. And I know I get in my head, and I'm like, well, damn, when is it gonna end? Like, is this just my life? Is this my life? Is this it? So, what I do when I have problems or I need answers, and I'm not trying to tell everybody else to do this, I'm not, because we all here in the collective with different religions, different languages, different, whatever. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I really don't. I don't give a damn what you do, who you do it with, or what you do. But when I go do stuff, I turn to God, and I turn to God for answers. So I do have a story for you guys. It is a biblical story. You can find it in the book of Samuel. If you don't, if you want to fact check me. I think it's, oh God, I should have wrote the scripture down. But I want to say 1 Samuel chapter 16. If not, I think it's 2 Samuel chapter 16. But yeah, you can read there. But the story that I chose today is going to be the story of David. And I know y'all all familiar with it. Well, I'm not going to say everybody, because everybody might not be familiar with David. Well, David is the guy who slayed the giant. But I want to talk about his story of how, he was anointed as king. So, basically the story goes. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I did my notes. I fact check myself. I don't play that shit. Ooh, sorry. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all wrote with marker so it bled through the paper. Hold on. Okay. So God sent his prophet Samuel to look for a new king. He sent him to Bethlehem to go look for a new king to rule. So basically Samuel pulls up to Bethlehem. He pulled up. He met David's brother. He met David's brother. I might be getting a little mixed construed. If you want to tell the story in the comments, you can do that too. But anyway, so basically, just some of the story. Samuel met with David's brothers, and all the brothers, fine. Everybody got muscles. Everybody got money. Like, I'm just saying, they just think of them as like they good at what they do, or whatever you're looking for. Like, you would think in your mind because of what you see. And I want y'all to take this, like, because how I took it is like what I see on the internet and what I compare myself to. But anyways, nevertheless, he goes and he looks for the new king, and he runs into his brothers or whatever. I think he ran into his dad, then he met the brothers. But either way, he met the brothers. So he met the brothers, And he like, yeah, like these gotta be who God want. God was like, nah, not him. The next one, nah, not him. The better one, nah, not him. Every single brother, he was like, nah, not him. So then he asked the dad, he was like, do you have any more sons? And he was like, well, yeah, we got Lil Daddy, he in the field though. He in the field with the sheep. We ain't call Lil Daddy because I didn't think you would want Lil Daddy. Don't nobody want Lil Daddy for real because Lil Daddy with the sheep. Anyways, they called Lil Daddy. Samuel looked them up, sized them up, talked to God. God was like, that's him. And I'm guessing that they were shocked because this man was in the sheep field. In the sheep field. And I just want to say, like, a lot of us are in places or me, in places or jobs that we really don't want to be at, that we don't like, or we don't, and this could be places in life, places you working at, whatever, somewhere you don't want to be at, somewhere you need to be to get to where you want to be, but it's so hard because you do not want to be there, and your talent is like not growing in that place, and that's I go through that shit all the time. But I don't know. I feel like when we get in those modes where we don't feel like we belong in the place that we at right now, but we know we need it to like get to where we want to go, and we feel discouraged, you gotta remember that you still chosen. Like, you still are chosen. That don't change nothing. Your environment do not change nothing. You change your environment, if that makes sense. Like, out our eyes, this is our world. Like, nobody can control our world but us. And no matter what people try to make you believe or make you see, nobody can control our world but us. I feel like when you put out good energy come back to you. But anyways, let me get back to the story. I'm getting ahead of myself because y'all know me. I get the random. Anyways, so God picked him, and he was like, he's going to be the king. Once he got anointed, he had to go back to the field. And I'm not trying to preach to nobody, and because especially me, I'm not really not trying to preach to nobody, but I'm just using this story as an example, and this is how I understood my example. So I hope that y'all can like receive this as well. I'm not trying to convert nobody. I'm not trying to do none of that. I just want, you know what I'm saying? I just want to share my experience. But anyway, so he had sent him back to the field, and to me that was like, okay, my calling is confirmed. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know who I'm supposed to be. I would have been like, well, why I gotta go back to the field? You know what I'm saying? Like, why I gotta go back with the sheep? If you know that I know that he know that they know I'm supposed to be a king, why I gotta go back to the field? That makes sense to me. But anyways, we're gonna get into why he had to go back to that field. But anyways, so before before David could even become king. And I want to tell y'all this. This is a little side note. When Samuel was like, basically, he was like, I thought you would pick these people, whatever. God said to him, I don't care what he looked like. I don't care I don't care how rich he is. I don't care how fine he is. I don't care what the body look like. I don't care about none of that stuff. That's a human way of thinking. Again, I don't care how he looked. I don't care what his body looked like. I don't care what you say about him. I don't care how many people don't like him. I don't care who then came up against him. I don't care who he got the fight with in the parking lot. I don't care about none of that. Those are that's human thinking, to judge people based off of what you can see. To only judge people off what you can see. People only judge you off what they can see, which is probably why a lot of us don't like the positions we in, don't like the jobs we at, don't like the places we at, because we think about how other people are gonna judge us. You know what I'm saying? People whose opinions don't matter. Again, out your eyes, this is your world. But anyways, I digress. But God was like, I look at the heart. I don't care about nothing else. I look at your heart. I look at how much passion you got about something. I look at how you treat other people. I look at how you care about other people. That's why when people say whatever they want to say about me, I don't care, because it's like I said, God look at the heart. And if you don't believe me, go to Samuel and read the Bible for yourself. But that's just me. But okay, so boom, I'm going to hit myself. So I want y'all to know, like, he did have to go back to that field. And before he was king, he had to go through so many challenges. He had to fight Goliath. He went on a run because the kings was trying to kill him. He had to go into hiding. He had to do all this stuff. He didn't even get to become king till like he was 30, 30 years old. He was a teenager when he got anointed. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, a lot of us know we have a calling. A lot of us know we're chosen. But you got to understand, before you can sit in a position or sit in a role and actually do it right, you have to go through some things. You have to experience stuff. Like, before I actually sat down and knew what I wanted to do, I feel like I had to get my heart broken to show me that I can still love. Like, I can still love after being treated like nothing, or not being cared about, or not being treated how I know I should be treated. I can still love. Nobody can take that from me, because that's me. I'm love. I love. I had to experience certain stuff with certain people so I could become more understanding of people's situations. Because before that, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little judgmental. I didn't understand why people did certain things or couldn't get themselves out of certain situations until I had to go through the situation. Until I had to experience it. I would always be like, and I don't know if anybody else ever experienced this, but I used to always be like, no, that could never be me. That's just something I wouldn't do. Nah. And I promise you, everything that I said that I wouldn't go through, and everything that I said that wasn't for me, or I wouldn't do that, or no, that could never be me, I went through it, but in a different way. That's why I would never. I'm not saying I'm not gonna judge people's actions, because I'm still a work in progress, and some people do dumb shit. They do. It happens. They do dumb shit, and I'm a judge it, but I'm never gonna be that person that's like, well, that could never be me, because you don't never know. You don't never know. Like I said, David had to wait all the way until he was 30 to become a king. Even though he got anointed as a teenager, he had to wait for his blessing. He had to go through the trials and the tribulations. Like, are you strong enough for this? Do you really want this? How bad you want it? How bad will you sit and how bad would you sit and let God, or let whoever you want to say, or life, or the universe, whatever, let them do the work on you, so you can get in your position that you're supposed to be in, that you was already anointed to be in, that is coming because you said it's coming, because God said it's coming, because whatever you want to say is coming, it's coming. You know it's coming. That's why you know it's coming. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. But are you willing to do the work to get there? And it would be so beautiful to not have to go through everything that you go through, and I'm not saying that everything you go through is supposed to happen, whatever. But I'm saying everything is a learning experience. Everything is a learning experience. And you can't look at everything as something that's trying to demolish you. Sometimes look at it like it's something that's trying to build you. For example, say you don't get the job. Say you don't get the job, and now you feeling sad. Oh my God! How I would look at it, I ain't get the job because everybody in there probably do crack, or everybody in there they messing around with each other and they doing nasty stuff to each other, and I should not be in that type of environment. What do you mean? I'm not gonna look at something that's a loss as my loss. It's a learning experience, or it's something to protect me. Period. But anyways, David had to wait till he was 30 to become a king. He had to go through all those trials and tribulations. He had to fight a giant. You gonna throw hands with a giant? I'm from the north side of Richmond, but I'm not gonna fight I'm not fighting no giant. Shoot, you gonna get hit. Okay. I'm just playing, but for real though, he had to go through all this stuff to become the king. So he had to go on the run. He had to be lonely. He had to be by himself, and that's why I feel like I'm in my dating season. I really am. I'm facing these challenges. I have secluded myself by myself to get to know myself, and nothing is wrong with that. I still reach out to my friends, I still text my friends or whatever, but I'm allowed, you are allowed, we are allowed to be by ourselves and get an understanding of ourselves. We are allowed to say no. We are, because I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time with saying no, and I think I'm also learning that right now too, because I have said yes to some stuff, and it's not going the way I wanted to go. I digress. I'm learning to say no, it's hard for me because I really do like love people. Like, I don't know. I really, it's hard for me to say no because if you need it, I got it. I want it. I'm gonna give it to you. You know. But anyways, yeah, I'm in my dating season. Like, God has anointed me, and I know what I'm supposed to be. I know who I want to be, and I know what I want to be. And it's nothing monetary. Like, for me, it's nothing monetary. Like, when I get on this camera or I get on Instagram or I make music, it's so I can have a voice. I never had a voice when I was younger. I never really got to have a voice. I feel like my voice got faded into the back of everybody's opinions about me, or everybody's like, you know, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I had the only way I could have a voice if I made a motherfucker laugh. And I ain't trying to make nobody laugh no more. I mean, hey, I'm a little funny, but all right. But, yeah, like, I'm in my dating season. Like, I'm learning myself. I'm building my skills. Like, I'm actually doing what I want to do. I notice, like, I'm smiling more. I notice that, like, I'm a little bit happier than I usually am. I don't know, it's very different. It's something that I never expected for myself because I'm really patient now. Like, younger me, going through breakups and friendships unfolding and like watching people in real time trade on you, like, it's hard. It really is hard. But everything that I've ever went through is an experience that I would never take back because it made me who I am today. And I feel like every time that love was supposed to like leave from me, and I was supposed to be hateful and a mean person and a bad person, I decided to do the opposite. Period. Because no matter what fleshly situations I have, like, okay, I don't have no money, or I don't have, you know, this or that, or I don't have a lot of money, it's somebody doing way worse than me. And it's something I could be doing to help somebody else. Like, I don't know, that's just me. I don't know. But like I said, I'm in my dating season. I'm learning myself and I'm enjoying my journey, and I feel like this is something different for me. I'm glad that I was able to like go look this story up and like actually ask God for wisdom and something that I can relate to and I can understand, like, this is a natural thing. Like, it's natural for you to know you have a gift. To experience all these challenges until you get to your gift. We all in our journey. We all in the process of becoming the kings and the queens that we are. Well, I'm not gonna say we all because some of us are there, and that's okay. But the ones that's going on the journey with me, everybody who riding on the bus with me to get to your destination, we gonna hit a couple follows. We gonna have to get out the car and fight some bitches. We gonna have to get out the car and fight some niggas. We're going to have to get out the car and shoot a deal. We're going to have to get out the car and we're going to have to stop the car a couple times. We're going to have to get some gas. We're going to have to get some gas. We're going to pop a tire. We're going to have to throw a spell on that motherfucker. But let me tell you something. This train going to keep on, wait, I said a bus. This bus going to keep on going, but that don't stop nothing. Like, okay, we popped the tire. We had a spare. We didn't even know we had no more. I got a little bit in this situation. Y'all didn't even know y'all had a spare tire. Or is that just me? Well, I didn't know I had a spare tire until I called my dad. And it was in the back of the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was sad, I was depressed, I was upset. But it was a tire in the back. And I learned it was a tire in the back. That's a crazy example. But for real though, y'all, like, child, it's just been a lot of stuff that I have been through where I felt like, okay, this is it. Like, and if y'all ever had your car stop at the stoplight, in that turning lane, y'all ain't been through nothing for real. That's what I'm saying. Like, people ain't really been through nothing. No, but that is embarrassing. Now, have your car stop at the stoplight, the turning lane is embarrassing. Period. But I ain't come over here to take all y'all time. I just came to share that. And honestly, like I said, I'm in my dating season. I've been doing the podcast. I've been getting into it. Like, we've been going through challenges with the podcast. But fuck that. This my shit. And this our shit. This our shit. Because I want everybody to know you got a voice on here too. And if y'all ever want to come on the podcast, and like, if you live in the Richmond area or you live in the Virginia area, and y'all ever want to come on, like, come on, like, we ain't gonna be recording up here because this my shit. We gonna be in the studio, but still, like, I want y'all to come on and I want y'all to like have voices too, because that's really what this is for. Like, I'm not here to teach nobody nothing. I'm not here to like put nothing on nobody. I'm really here to share experiences that I've gone through. And this was the first thing that was on my mind, like dating season. I went and I studied and I did my research on this stuff because I wanted y'all to like be able to retain what I'm saying, just in case like you do have like some type of something that you can compare to your life from what I said, you know? And it's exciting. It's exciting. But yeah, I'm in my dating season already. And okay, I won't go say this. Like, y'all, I decided to go back to school. And I'm going to go ahead and pursue marketing. So, at first I was like, because I let everybody else tell me, like, no, you don't need to go to marketing. You don't need to go to school for it. You don't need to go to school for that. And I agree, you don't need to go to school for it. But it's good to have that accreditation. And that's what I want. Basically. But I've been doing, like, the courses that are free right now. I've been doing those just to see if I like it. Because I'm the type of person, if I don't like it, well, I'll act like I like it for a week because I'm hyper-focused. But after that, I won't like it no more. So I had to do the little free courses before I put my money into anything. And I like it. I think it's cool to, like, be able to have a voice as a brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, push out what the brand is trying to say. Like, to be creative and in the environment is cool. Like, from what I've learned so far. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna always like it. So if we got any, like, people that take on, like, marketing or have a marketing degree or whatever, I would love to get some tips from you. I would love to, like, learn from you. That would be exciting. But I had decided to go back to school. And y'all know, before I realized I was in my, well, y'all don't know. Before I realized I was in my dating season, like, I was gonna go to school for culinary. And I was in that school for a day. And I ain't go back. And then after that, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And, like, people just, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And, like, I just shut down. And I want to let y'all know, fuck that. You don't have to know what you got to do, what you want to do right now. I don't give a fuck if you 20 million years old. As long as you got a job and you know you doing what you got to do, like, as far as, like, taking care of yourself. You don't have to know what you want to do. You can enjoy life and experience life because who gives a fuck? We all going to die one day. Like, what you going to say, like, you going to say, well, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I just gave up and I just gave up on myself. At least do yourself. Well, don't do yourself. Well, if you want to. But for real, at least do yourself. If you're not gonna like, or go have experiences, that's how you find out what you want to do. Don't have experiences, that's how you find out what you want to do. I ain't not want to do marketing until I just seen TikTok going down. I was like, well, let me just see what that shit about. Because, like I said, I'm in a place where I have a job. I mean, it may not be the job that I want to do, but, you know, it provides for my household. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. And I can go have experiences. I can go do stuff. And I don't mean you got to go spend your money, because if you don't got a lot of money or whatever, you don't have to go spend your money. You can go to the store and go walk around. That's what I did. When I ain't had no money, I went to the store and I walked around until I felt like I needed the bathroom. Then I stopped walking around. And then I went to, like, especially in the summertime, I went to, like, little events. It's free events. And just go do something. Go outside your house and walk around the building. Without no phone, without no headphones, just do something. Like, believe in yourself again. Because I feel like when we hold these phones, we look at what we think our life's supposed to be like. And don't get me wrong, because, you know, I'm on the internet. A nigga trying to get watched and viewed. But if you view this, take 15 minutes for yourself. That's it. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of us in our dating season, or a lot of us are beginning to notice that we already have an anointing on us. We're already chosen, or whatever you want to call it, because I don't want to get too biblical. We already have an anointing on us. We are already chosen. Some of us are just starting to realize that. Some of us already knew. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I was 6, I knew, and I'm sure a lot of people like that. But I don't know. Let's just remember to, like, enjoy the journey, enjoy the ups, the downs, the whatever, the breakups, the heartbreaks, whatever, because they only build you. And let's not call it no motherfucking heartbreak, because can't nobody break your heart. That's just the stupidest shit ever. That's just crazy. They can hurt your feelings really, 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 really bad. But can't nobody break your heart because they didn't make your heart. And how you gonna let somebody break your heart and it took your mama 9 months to make your heart? That's crazy. That is crazy to me. It took your mama 9 months to make your motherfucking heart. And you gonna sit right there and cry over somebody, or you gonna cry over a situation you could control, or you gonna cry over, even if you couldn't control that situation, you gonna cry because God, the universe, whoever you want to talk about, redirected your ass. Excuse me. I be getting passionate. Excuse me. You gonna cry because you got redirected from something that could have caused you failure. I don't get that. I don't know. Out your eyes to show world. Out your eyes to show world. You don't get the job, they do crack. You don't get the boy, he smell like shit. Yeah, like think about it like that. Shit. What else? What else? Your mama ain't get you no dog. She broke. Just think about stuff differently. Like, because we control our world or whatever. Enjoy your journey. Enjoy the ups, the downs, the shit that make you sad. And if it makes you so mad, just step outside yourself and be like, look at me. I've been with me all my life, and I know I'm a shit. Because for real, you've been with you all your life. Look at you, still alive. That's what I'm saying. Like, you take care of yourself. If nobody else want to help take care of you, take care of yourself. And you don't got to take care of nobody else unless you really love that person. I don't care. I'll take care of my man. But that's all I wanted to say. Enjoy your journey. That was the message for today. Enjoy your journey. Don't compare yourself to nobody because they didn't pick the brothers. That's all I'm going to say. They didn't pick the brothers. They didn't pick fine shit. They picked little bro in the field. That's all I'm saying. Nobody's ever above you, and you ain't never underneath nobody. Let's not play. Let's be real, because we're anointed. But that's just me. But I'm gonna go ahead and slow it down today because it's just me, so I ain't gonna go on and ramble. I just wanted to share that story with y'all, and I hope it resonated. That's what the word I was looking for, resonate. Right? So next segment we're gonna get into is called replay. Our next segment we're gonna get into is called replay. So y'all know with replay. This is what me or whoever is hosting with me, but it's just me and you today. So say what you want in the comments too. So basically, replay is like anything that anything we've had in a constant rotation. So that could be like products, movies, music, anything like that. So what's been on replay for me? Oh my gosh. So I have rewatched The Hunger Games, and that's kind of like relating to what we just talked about. That's crazy. But anyways, I've been rewatching The Hunger Games, and I'm on the 3rd one right now. And I don't know if it's just me, but every time I watch The Hunger Games, when the little black girl died, I lose it. I cry over that movie, and I cry over Lovely Bones. Those are the only 2 movies that I cry over. But I've been watching The Hunger Games franchise for some stuff now. This got to be like my 3rd time rewatching. I never make it past the 3rd one because it'd be like, all right. Because once Peter started switching up, no, there's not the 2nd one, the 3rd one. Oh, Lord. But wherever Peter started switching up, if you watch The Hunger Games, when Peter started switching up, I didn't fuck with that. Because I thought, basically where I'm at, I thought he was like, they was beating him up or something, but didn't he get back? So did they torture him? Because when he got back with Katniss in him, he was in the bed like, But I don't know. But that's what I've been watching. I've been watching The Hunger Games and product. I haven't been using no product. Oh, the YSL cologne. I like that. I'm not even gonna lie. The myself thing, whatever. But I shout out to them. I like that. And that's all. That's all I've been on replay. So yeah, go watch The Hunger Games. Alright, y'all. So that concludes our episode for today. I know it wasn't this long. I know it wasn't long as it usually is. But like I said, y'all got me today. And I got y'all. But like I said, y'all make sure y'all follow all the Sip Happen socials. Make sure y'all follow me at Bravo._T1 on Instagram, TikTok, and everything else. I do thank y'all for coming out with us today. And, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your night. If it's nighttime where you at. And we out. Sip Happens, huh?